What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel, and dare I say, I think we got some exciting news here. I might be a couple days late on this, but it's never too late to try to improve some, dare we say, issues or maybe some problems with the game, so never too late for that. But here's what today's video is all about. A few days ago over on Twitter, somebody posted, or J-Dog here, posted this exchange that I think this was from Discord, but I think they had a back and forth with Tony, and they asked, hey, Tony, will the hitboxes be addressed soon, maybe in the mid-season patch? Tony responded with, which hitboxes are problematic? Can you call out the specific issues and they will try to get them fixed? So the devs are listening to what we think as players. What are the problematic hitboxes? Now, there's only really one true way. I mean, I guess there's kind of two ways you could go about this, but we need like hard proof, hard evidence of these hitboxes that are just whack. So if you got some of your own video clips, that would be the best. And hopefully if they're, you know, good quality, so the devs can see what the actual problem is, or if you can point it out during the video, that would be greatly appreciated. So if you have your own Twitter, tag Tony over there maybe and show him what your video is and maybe explain it briefly so we can get these things fixed for the game to be in a better state. So that's what the rest of this video is. I got a few of my own that I think should be addressed. So let's start with, well, the first one. So let's start with Tom and Jerry, and we actually got two for Tom and Jerry, but the first one is gonna be the frying pan. Now specifically, when you watch the little clip here that I recorded, and I'll slow it down so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But the frying pan, multiple times when I've tried this, it appears at the very end of the animation for the attack. It appears that the frying pan itself is making contact with either Shaggy's arm or maybe his shoulder. It just feels like this move should be hitting right there. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know if the hitbox on the frying pan needs to be increased or adjusted just ever so slightly just to kind of match the visual here, because there's nothing more frustrating than seeing your move and you feel like it made contact. You can see the visualization of the move making contact with the opponent and then nothing happens. It is frustrating. Yeah, I agree. It's happened to me many times, and it's happened to me many a times. So you know, it is what it is, but I feel like this is something that could be addressed, and it could just be as simple as ever so slightly increasing that hitbox, if that's what makes sense, or maybe the move animation itself, maybe it's ending a frame or two before it's supposed to, so maybe an adjustment from there somehow could make sense. But the frying pan, I think, does need a slight tweak. Sticking with Tom and Jerry here, this one is more of the issue for Tom and Jerry for me, but it's his grounded up attack, the where he takes the mouse and he, you know, not the ping pong paddle, but the paddle itself. This move seems to have like such a ginormous hitbox, but it also seems to be kind of random too. I tried replicating this over and over, and that's what I pretty much got. Random. This thing will hit behind when it really looks like it shouldn't. Like there's no hitbox over there. You could sit there and do this over and over, and you might hit the move like 1 out of 11, 1 out of 12 times. And it's like, why did it hit that one time, but the other 10 or 11 times it didn't? So this one, it just feels like maybe the hitbox, I don't know. It feels like it's too big or it's inconsistent or something about this, but overall, and I'm not specifically talking about just in front of him, because I know the mouse does go outwards and then kind of like angles upwards and then gets bounced off the paddle, so it can hit in front of you. I don't have an issue with that, but behind, like you've seen in the clip, I think this needs some adjusting. It's just I'm not sure what causes this. I can't tell. I've tested it with Shaggy type characters. I've tested it with Jason. I've tested it with smaller characters, and I can get the same thing for every character. It's just random when it hits, so, you know, maybe shrinking the hitbox on this thing so it doesn't kind of, in a way, scoop up the opponent might be better for the attack, but, you know, maybe that's just me. Now let's move over to Agent Smith, and this one, the only thing I have an issue with for here is Agent Smith's body, like his legs, is that supposed to be part of the hit? Is that supposed to be a part of the attack? Shouldn't his side special shouldn't that just be the weapon itself? Shouldn't that be the only real hitbox? Like, you can see the clip here, like he gets hit. I hit Shaggy like in the middle of my body, not even with the intended weapon. Is this intended? I can't believe that this is intended. So I've gotten hit by this well, very lately I got hit by this in match, and I was so confused by it. Like, there's no way that hit me. So I didn't know if I was lagging, but I didn't have any connection issues or anything to the game. So I thought I was losing my mind, but I went and tested this out, and as you can see, the little clip that I played. Yeah, I don't know if this is intended. Okay, but I don't think this is how the attack should be. It should just be like the front part, you know. His legs, I don't feel like should have a hitbox to it. You know, hurtbox, sure, but not a hitbox for the attack. It just feels weird. Maybe it's just me, but it just seems off. And then the last but not least, I could keep going on quite a few of them, but you know, maybe I'll make a part 2 and send it to the devs myself. But the point being, Bugs Bunny, I can't be the only one here. His baseball bat specifically. I could go into the hammer too, but baseball bat specifically, it feels like the swing, it either does hit behind him or it doesn't. Like, there's several times in the clip that I'll play where it feels like the baseball bat, and you can see the visualization, it makes contact with Shaggy's head, or it appears to, but Shaggy doesn't get hit by the attack. But then there's other times where he does get hit with it. So is this a hitbox issue? Is this a timing issue on the attack? Is it character related? I'm not quite sure. This does feel inconsistent, and of course, if you get hit, you can get hit by this move if you are behind Bugs, which causes its own issue. So maybe that needs to be adjusted as well. Maybe the swing needs to be shortened up just a little bit for the animation for the attack, but maybe that is one way to solve the issue. But this one does feel very inconsistent and you know, kind of head scratching. So, you know, those are just, you know, a few ideas for some moves that I felt like needed maybe some slight tweaks or maybe some big adjustments. You know, I'll let the devs decide what's best, but, you know, just a couple examples that I have here. Again, if you have any of your own ideas, feel free to send it to the devs. Videos absolutely help them out the most. Of course, you can send screenshots, but they can't quite tell. Maybe it's lag on your part and you don't know it, so it's a little up in the air. But if you got videos that you can send devs that show them what an issue is, that would be greatly appreciated, because, hey, we're just taking one step forward, trying to make Multiversus a better product. So, you know, if we can get this stuff to the devs, they can correct it, they can fix it, and, you know, the game can be that much more enjoyable. It's so cool.